What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with another episode of the Madden 23 Cupcake Relocation Franchise. Year 3 of the franchise. We are here with the now 80 rated overall Austin Armadillos. Yes, that is right. We took this team from Cupcake to hopefully contender in just a matter of 3 years. Last season, we just barely missed the playoffs, finishing the season at 9-8. and had one game against the Indianapolis Colts gone a little bit different, we could have snuck in as the 7th seed. So I like where this team is going. I appreciate all you guys who have been watching this series. Thank you so much. I have had so much fun making it. I have had so much fun playing it. You know, I usually play about one game per week, given the time it takes to edit the episode and put it on YouTube. So I really kind of feel like it's football season, even though it's not. You know, when I sit down and finally get to play a game of Austin Armadillos football, I am locked in, laser focused, and I really take this game serious. So thank you guys so much. Everybody who's subscribed and watched these episodes, from the bottom of my heart, I greatly appreciate it. Madden 24 is only a couple months away, and kind of where this series is going and really where this channel is going all around, I'm going to be able to do one more full season of Austin Armadillos football. So if you're into this series, if it's something you look forward to, don't fret. There's going to be at least 18 more episodes, maybe more, right? If we can make the playoffs. But once Madden 24 drops, make sure, hey, if you're not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing, because I will be dropping Madden 24 content the second Madden 24 comes out, and I get the game 3 days early every single year. So I'm gonna be starting a brand new series when Madden 24 comes out. I already know what it's gonna be too. If you guys want to know early what the new series is gonna be, if this video or any of my other videos can get 30 likes, I will reveal what the next series is going to be when Madden 24 drops. But right now, we are here. It's Austin Armadillos football time. This team is much different, and if you kicked it with me on the live stream the other day when I did the offseason, thank you so much. That was fun. But if you did not, that video is edited, the offseason video, and already uploaded to YouTube by the time this video here comes out. So go back and watch that if you'd like to. But this is the new team, and as you can see, the fine gents that are on this screen here, a few things probably stick out to you. First and foremost, the offensive line is much better. I mean, offensive line is something that has just been terrible throughout the entire course of this series. We have been sacked more times than I care to remember. But this offensive line that we got in place right here, it looks very, very good. So first and foremost, Rodney Hudson, we brought him in free agency, the longtime Kansas City Chief and Las Vegas Raider rather, now with the Arizona Cardinals. Kenyon Green, who has been with this team since its inception, has developed quite nicely. Of course, we got Ronnie Stanley still, who had played great last season. So now 2 superstar development players on that offensive line. Darrell Williams still here holding down the right guard position. And then Jedrick Wills, the Cleveland Brown, slides in very nicely at the right tackle position. Another superstar player, T. Higgins, we acquired him in free agency in lieu of not being able to sign Jeffrey Simmons and also Nick Bosa. They were 90 rated overall players, and if you guys remember the rules, if I can't sign a 90 rated overall player, I'm able to sign 2 80s in lieu of that, one on the high end, one on the low end. T. Higgins, of course, being an 89, he might as well be a 90, but he was on the high end. So T. Higgins is our new wide receiver number 1. McCole Hardman slides into his really true position as the wide receiver number 2. Damon Sanders thought he might upgrade to maybe star development, as he did throw for over 5,000 passing yards last season. He did not, unfortunately. And Don Fitzpatrick, this is just, you know, Madden 23 being Madden 23. He had star development. He was hidden dev when we drafted him last season. He had star development, and somehow, you know, the very first week of the offseason, he lost that and regressed back to normal. Don't ask me how, but it kind of sucks. I could bump him back up, but I'm not going to do that. And then we did also draft a running back number 2, Khalid Kramer, who is going to take the snaps behind Don Fitzpatrick, and a fullback, Aries Hendricks as well. So this is our offense. Defensively, we basically have the Cleveland Browns roster. We picked up John Johnson III in free agency, who is a Cleveland Brown. We picked up Grant Delpit in free agency, who is a Cleveland Brown. We picked up Greedy Williams in free agency, who is a Cleveland Brown. And actually, Jedrick Wills on the offensive side, he's a Cleveland Brown. So we basically just got a good chunk of the Cleveland Browns team. Alan Schmidt, our rookie now second-year linebacker from Arizona State, he's star development. And we also picked up Akeem Davis-Gaither, so picked up 2 Bengals in free agency, picked up T. Higgins and also Akeem Davis-Gaither. Still got Marcus Davenport, Jalen Burnett, same thing as Don Fitzpatrick, man. It's very frustrating, but he was also star development. And then first week of the offseason, he's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and regress back down to normal development. So I don't really know why that happened, but still got Jalen, still got Javon. We have to get better on the defensive line, and we have to do it now because Ndamukong Suh retired, and right now we got Derek Rivers, who he's been hurt the entire 2 years. So I think that if you guys know the rules, each season I can sign 2 free agents and I can make 2 trades. And what better time to acquire a defensive end than right now in week 1? So let me go into the free agent pool here and let's see who is available on the defensive line side. Looking at left ends here, we got Chris Wormley, we got Shelby Harris, Dwayne Smoot, Danico Autry. So a lot of older bridge players on the right end. Looks about the same thing. Robert Quinn, though, he may be an option. Trey Flowers, Frank Clark, Morgan Fox. So yeah, just a lot of bridge players. I think having Robert Quinn, I mean, he is pretty old. He's 34, but he's a 76 rated overall player, much better than Derek Rivers, and he will be a good veteran presence to have in that locker room. So why not exercise my God-given Madden right to sign 2 free agents per year? Why not do the first one now in week 1, and we'll go ahead and add Robert Quinn to the team. Bam! And he will slide in nicely in the right end position. Marcus Davenport will move to left end. And I think that small, subtle move right there just instantly makes our defense better. I can tell you what, taking on the New York Jets here today, they're an 83 rated overall team, so not much higher than us. And this is going to be a good test to see what this team truly looks like. So we're hopping into the weekly strategy here. As far as our defensive focus, they still have Zach Wilson. Yes, they don't have Aaron Rodgers on this team. Thank God. I would much rather play Zach Wilson any day of the week and twice on Sunday as opposed to Aaron Rodgers. But let's defend the short pass, make, Breece Hall in the running game beat us, and Zach Wilson already not that great of a player. If we can just eliminate him completely from the equation and make this offense one-dimensional, that would be great. And we're also going to go aggressive, and we're going to do full pad starters because I want to get as much XP and as much upgrades as I possibly can. Now, as far as our offensive game plan, we know that Don Fitzpatrick is now our running back number 1, but Damon Sanders played amazing, and we got some new weapons for Damon Sanders to throw it to. So I'm going to make throw it deep our offensive game plan, and then same thing, we're going to go full pad starters for the practice reps. We got some of our rookies here. Ronnie Ellerby, I don't know if you guys watch the offseason or not, but Ronnie Ellerby, as you can see his picture right there, he was not somebody that I considered drafting. However, the wide receiver that we drafted, the rookie Melvin McLeod, I thought for sure that he was going to be hidden development. He was not. He was normal development, still a high rated overall player, but being only normal development, I got a little bit aggressive. And how about that? This is just my luck, man. This is just my luck. T. Higgins, shoulder strain. We just picked him up.
We're also going to go aggressive, and we're going to do full pad starters.
We're not even going to be able to see him in the first game of the season. How about that? Ronnie Stanley, turf toe. So 2 superstar players. I swear you can't make this up. Maybe I should have gone half pads. I think I might have just learned my lesson right there. So we're going to be down T. Higgins, and we're also going to be down Ronnie Stanley. So things just got much more difficult. So after that, I might just go half pads the entire rest of the season. That is extremely frustrating, but nothing you could do about it. Injuries are the name of the game in football, and just got to have that next man up mentality. So taking a look and seeing what the Jets are working with here, they still got Zach Wilson. So yes, no Aaron Rodgers, thank God. Breece Hall's the running back, and Michael Carter. So good 1-2 punch there. Brett Pope, the 2-year man from Washington's their fullback. They did pick up Brandon Ayuk in free agency. I was actually semi-considering that. Obviously, we did not. We went with T. Higgins, but Brandon Ayuk is here. Garrett Wilson's still here as well. Elijah Moore, who is now with the Cleveland Browns in real life, and Corey Davis still here, as well as a couple of rookies. Tight end, they got Tyler Conklin, so superstar tight end. They got CJ Uzama now, and also Brandon Finnegan. Offensive line, Tyrell Crosby. We just keep running into this guy. We traded him away last year, and just seem to keep seeing his face pop up. Left guard Laken Tomlinson is injured, so Coy Cronk, the 4-year man out of Iowa, will be stepping in to take his place. Offensive line really not looking too good. Connor McGovern is at center. Owen Valentine, I talked about him in the offseason, had him on my favorites board as well. Elijah Vera Tucker, though, is pretty good. And of course, they got Mekhi Becton. They don't got Mekhi Becton because Mekhi Becton is injured. So we lost Ronnie Stanley. Jets lost Mekhi Becton. All right, we even each other out. So Jared Hayes going to step in and take his place. Not that good of an offensive line. Maybe we could generate some pressure and force Zach Wilson to get a little bit flustered. Defensive line, a little bit different story, though. John Franklin Myers, very good player. Carl Lawson, very good player. And Quinnen Williams, very good player. So defensive line is much better. They got DJ Wanham now as at linebacker. Still got CJ Mosley as the middle linebacker. Also David Long. Probably also see some formations as well. Alex Highsmith in the right linebacker spot. And then corners, of course, they got Sauce Gardner, reigning defensive rookie of the year in real life, that is, not in Madden. This man only allowed 54 yards in man coverage last season in real life. Just an incredible stat, and had a great rookie campaign, so might not want to throw Sauce's way. They got DJ Reed, and then Bryce Hall, Michael Carter II, and then also Cole Robinson. Safeties, they got Julian Blackmon and Jordan Whitehead, so decent. And then Sam Sloman and Mitch Wishnowsky. Great name there. Fun to say, by the way. If you haven't tried that, say it. Mitch Wishnowsky kicking the ball away. So we are at home here. Got the home crowd behind us as well. So let's go out, try to get a W, guys. Without further ado, let's get down to Central Texas Stadium and get ready for the game. Gonna get to see this new look Armadillos offense sans T. Higgins, as he will not be taking any snaps today. Very unfortunate, but there's our old buddy Jamal Agnew. We know that Jamal Agnew is no stranger in rising to the occasion, but here comes the bald-headed bullet himself. Over 5,000 passing yards in his rookie campaign. Did throw a lot of picks, but also threw a decent amount of touchdowns too. And he is going to look to take that next step and really kind of come out of his shell and come into his own and lead this Austin Armadillos team, hopefully, to the promised land and make the playoffs for the very first time. But we will have to wait to see Damon Sanders, because we are going to start this thing giving it to our now 2-year man, Don Fitzpatrick, who has earned the starting role. Tony Pollard no longer here. So let's see what he can do. And it's actually going to be a pretty decent game with broken tackles, picking up 12 on his opening carry of the season. And that is why I like Dom so much, because he is a power back, and he combines that elusive speed with the power and the ability to break tackles, and that is why he is here. But now we actually see Khalid Kramer, rookie running back there to the left of Dom Fitzpatrick, and we are going to come out tight shotgun formation. Sanders dropping back, and actually another rookie tried to hit Melvin McLeod, number 9 there, and oh, there you go. Another injury. This time it is going to be Kenyon Green. So injuries already plaguing the Armadillos here to start this season off. Don't like to see that. Let's see if we can maybe get some man coverage with McCole Hardman. If not, we could have one of the quick checkdowns, which it's actually going to be Bruce Joyner. We all know about that bad man. Just had an amazing season. Obviously, he was Offensive Rookie of the Year last season, which bumped him up to superstar development. He was easily Damon Sanders' favorite target, and he just picks up 24 yards there, and now we are past midfield and into Jets territory. So let's come out shotgun and maybe go a little screen game here, but not even going to be able to get the pass off because Alex Highsmith and company is going to sack Damon Sanders in the backfield. Bit of an up and down start here, but we're still in the driver's seat if we can pick up some positive yardage. And I see McCole Hardman there, and McCole, yes, over 1,000 yards last season. We all know that. McCole Hardman says, hey, you know what? I know you demoted me down to wide receiver number 2, but our wide receiver 1 ain't here today, so I'm going to have to step up. And now this great offensive line that we talked about already diminishing a little bit as Kenyon Green is going to have to step out, and rookie Damian Henson is going to come in. He is hidden development, so he could be a good player. But now 1st and 10, we're on the 33, going to come out in the I formation, but hit him with a little bit of play action. I don't see anybody, so Sanders is going to try to escape. Couldn't really get the edge, but that is going to be a flag, my friends, and that should be roughing the passer, which it is. That is the elusibility. Is that even a word? I don't know. John Franklin Myers gets the infraction there. That is the elusibility, the elusiveness of Damon Sanders, able to get outside of the pocket, escape the pressure, and defenders got a little bit too greedy on that one. So here is rookie Khalid Kramer. Drafted him in, I want to say, the 5th round. Going to get his first NFL carry, and it's going to be a decent one, about a gain of 4, they say. So, Khalid Kramer is going to back up Don Fitzpatrick, and there we get a look at our free agent class. I mean, not free agent class, I'm sorry, the draft class. I think that it was pretty good, all things considered. I mean, it wasn't, I've said this in the offseason, wasn't a home run, but I would say it was a solid triple with maybe an RBI in there. So that's how I evaluate our draft class. We're going to go ahead and ID the mic here and mic up and see if Don Fitzpatrick can pick up some good yards. He's shifting around, breaking tackles, getting very close. Don Fitzpatrick, 2 rushes for 20 yards. We're going to go back to him here, confident he can get 3 yards and punch this thing into the end zone, which he is so close, but he is stopped at the 1. And you know what? Of course, we're going back to him. This is going to be Dom all day. Let's go ahead and double team one of these D tackles here because they are coming out in their goal line formation. But Dom not able to get it. He was so close. And now we are faced with a 3rd and goal. All right, call me crazy, but we're going back to Fitz again. I think he can pick this up, and he does cross the plane, yes. I really thought about passing that with Sanders, but we got Don Fitzpatrick. We got the Dom train, baby. Chew, freaking chew. And Don Fitzpatrick gets Armadillo's first touchdown of the season, and we go up 6-0 against the Jets. Love to see that. That drive was a little back and forth. We got a new kicker, too, Tyler Bass. No more Justin Rohrwasser, and perfectly timed kicked. We are already seeing the fruits of picking up Tyler Bass. So way to start this 2025, I think it is, NFL season. Maybe it's 2024 going into 2025. I don't know. Either way, it's a great way to start it. We strike first blood, and here comes Zach freaking Wilson. God, I hope he does not pick us apart today. Still got star development, but wait till Madden 24 comes out. I will be very curious to see what his overall rating is. I bet you it's not going to be very good. And, you know, I'm just grateful that we don't have to play against Aaron Rodgers today. That's the main thing. Got some new pieces to the puzzle here on defense as well. So Wilson going to come out shotgun. He is dropping back, looking for receivers. And, oh, my God, we almost got to him. I talked about that suspect offensive line, but Garrett Wilson to Wilson connection. Garrett Wilson is able to pick up 18. We almost got there with Marcus Davenport. All right, so Wilson coming out shotgun again here. We're going to guess pass this time because I'm really confident that it will be a pass, and it will be. So Wilson is surveying again, and man, we're getting him out of the pocket. We're getting him flustered, and now Robert Quinn is injured. What is going on?
I'm gonna kill myself!
Got the Jets in a key third down here, and hopefully we can get them off of the field and force them to punt. That would be great. Zach coming out shotgun again, and he's throwing it up to a receiver, and it's an early breakup by Greedy Williams, the new... Wait, was it an early? Oh, it wasn't an early breakup. It said early breakup, but I guess Garrett Wilson mossed us. I swear I saw early breakup flash up on the screen there, but I guess not. That was a moss on Greedy Williams. Let's come out in our 46 defense here, so pretty much selling out to stop the run. We got Breece Hall, of course, in the backfield, and it's actually going to be another play fake, and Zach Wilson coming out slinging this game, looking like Pat Mahomes reincarnated. This is not the Zach Wilson that we all know and love. Now he is coming out shotgun again with 3 receivers to his left. We got Derek Rivers in. First time we see Breece Hall, and he is met by just several armadillos there, and now we got the Jets back in another third down. Zach coming out 4 wide receivers in the shotgun, though, so kind of surprised at that. I mean, 6 yards, I guess I get it. So he's dropping back. He's looking, and we did break that one up. That one is an early breakup. That chunky monkey right there, can't believe it. I don't know who that is, but he is pissed. I can tell you that much. So after a holding call on the punt return, we are back at our own 9-yard line. I think it's a great time for a PAX burst. Don't you? Can we touch pass it over the head of the defender? Yes, we can. And now, what is going on with the injuries, man? I got injuries at 45, but you would think I got them at 70 or something. It's now really 3 of our new offensive linemen are now out of the game with injury. Rodney Hudson, hopefully he can come back. But you don't like to see that in week 1. That is for sure. So now it's 1st and 10 here. We are going to try to kick this thing outside with Dom Fitzpatrick. And let's go ahead and send John Mechie in motion just to get Sauce Gardner to back up a little bit. That might work. Don't know. And actually, it was a good call. Look at Dom go. Break a tackle, Dom. Dom Fitzpatrick with the fresh legs. 6 rushes for 40 yards and a touchdown. Sorry, all my Tony Pollard fans. Getting rid of him was the right move. All right, 2nd and 10 here. We're almost in Tyler Bass field goal range. Not sure what he can kick, but we only got 1 high safety deep. So let's see what he decides to do. Let's just check it down to rookie Ronnie Ellerby getting his first NFL catch of his career. So that is good to see. So now we got 3rd and 5. So what do we do here? I think that we are going to look to maybe it could be actually McLeod. Again, he could be the read here depending on what Sauce Gardner. We're going to try to lead him into the end zone with John Mechie, and depending on what he does, Melvin McLeod could be open. No, Sauce Gardner is just way too good in man coverage. So actually he was in zone in that one, but still. But Tyler Bass coming on, get a chance to see him for the first time. Let me be quiet here to kick a good kick. That should be good. And that's going to go right down the uprights. So we go up 10-3, which, you know, obviously not the desired result. You want to score a touchdown on every drive, yes, but you can't be mad extending this to a touchdown lead. So 10-3, not mad at that at all. The Jets haven't done anything on the ground. They have, you know, played pretty good through the air. I guess it's really just been Garrett Wilson, but so have we. So, you know, Jets could tie it up here with a trip to the end zone, so we got to prevent that. Wilson coming out tight shotgun here, and he is going to give it to Breece Hall. Breece Hall has space. Got to be careful. No, he just juked Grant Delpit out of his jockstrap, and all right, there we go. Is this running game coming back to plague us? We've seen this many times with Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor. We had that was really just good blocking by the Jets. I mean, I can't, aside from that missed tackle by Grant Delpit, I really can't be mad at that. That was just really good blocking by what I thought was a suspect offensive line. All right, well, that escalated quickly. 2-play scoring drive. Yeah, you don't, I'll tell you what, if you're not familiar with how football works, you don't want too many of those. You don't want any of those. But if teams start scoring on you in 2 plays, my friends, you are in for a world of trouble. So let's just make sure that that doesn't happen again. So 1st and 10 here now. We're going to try to maybe get our rookie Melvin McLeod. Just want to see him get a catch. And there it is. First NFL catch. Got our first NFL catch for McLeod. First NFL catch for Ronnie Ellerbe. First carry for Khalid Kramer. Armadillo's rookies probably feeling pretty good about themselves right now. Tell you what, we are going to streak John Mechie here because he has a linebacker on him right now. So it could be a quick, no, they converge. But there's McCole Hardman, old reliable. And please tell me that's not a holding call. Hopefully it's a roughing the passer call. And it's going to be a holding call because all of our offensive linemen are hurt and we got backups playing right now. So now 2nd and 13 here, about 7.5 minutes to go until halftime. We're going to drop back, and we got Melvin McLeod, our rookie. Ooh, that was good defense. Thought we had him there, but the defense converged very quickly. 3rd and 13 here. You never like to be put in this type of situation, but when you have Bruce Joyner, and he did catch it. Oh, my God, I was about to say Damon Sanders overthrew him, but Bruce Joyner made the adjustment. And how about Bruce, man? He is starting off this game just playing phenomenal. 4 catches for 89 yards. No T. Higgins, no problem, I guess. That was not a great pass by Sanders. That was all Bruce Joyner. 1st and 10, ball on the 27. We are going to go back to Fitzpatrick and looking for some blocks. But that's the thing. He had no blocks on that play. You know, nobody was really doing him any favors, but he still was able to pick up 3 yards. And that is really why I love Don Fitzpatrick. So now 2nd and 7 here. We're coming out single back, gonna look to maybe operate with some curls, but Ronnie Ellerbe, our tight end, is wide open there. Nobody guarded him on the flat, and I saw that from jump, baby. You got to put a body on him. We don't have T. Higgins. We don't have our number one. I guess our number one. We haven't even seen that he could be our number 1 option yet. But we have other players stepping up. So now Fitzpatrick out of the pistol, trying to get some blockers. I thought we had the edge there for a moment. We did not. 10 yards away from the promised land. Can we get this thing in here? That is the question. We're coming out single back. Damon Sanders is looking. Oh, my God, that's the rookie. Melvin McLeod. Melvin McLeod, can you get in? Why are my players always stopped at the 1-yard line, man? He was so close. I mean, he didn't have anybody on him. I probably should have hit him a tad bit sooner. Yes, I do understand that. And now with it being 1st and goal from the 1, you know it is Y stick time. Maybe should go to Dom, but I think McCole Hardman can get this if we lead him correctly. And there we go, baby. McCole Hardman, spike that ball. Show him what time it is. Say, hey, I was the number 1 option last year. I got this. Don't you worry. Me and Damon Sanders got ourselves a connection. Mike Tomlin loves it. I love it. I know you guys love it. We're keeping the pressure on the New York Jets. Finally get to come out in our base 4-3 here, and this is probably going to be Breece Hall time, I would have to imagine. And it is, but this time we are right there. Keegan McGriff with the TFL. Breece Hall, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We are going to always have an extra man and extra eyes on Breece Hall. But now Zach Wilson coming out, gun flex tray, empty with 5 wide receiver options. So you know we're guessing pass. You know that we're shading inside. That is what's about to happen right now. And, oh, can we get a user pick? Oh, almost there. That could have been a user pick for our new acquisition, Greedy Williams. But Zach Wilson just chucked it to I don't even know who. So we're guessing pass. We're shading over top. That is what's happening right now. Can we get some pressure back here on Zach Wilson? We do. And he's, oh, my God, he was sacked and he was fumbled. And that ball is picked up there by number 95, Derek Rivers. When have we called his name? But who forced the fumble, though? Somebody was right there, and that was Marcus Davenport. We know how good he is. Zach Wilson just like threw it off of his shoulder or something like that. I don't know what he was thinking, but what I know is that was clutch. Marcus Davenport, I said this offensive line is going to be suspect, and now we got the ball in prime scoring position. All right, we're coming out with 3 wide receivers to our left. Obvious passing situation. Let's see what Sanders has. I see the rookie. There's Melvin McLeod. I was let him down because I was, definitely not trying to throw an interception. Maybe we could have let him get a little bit closer to the end zone. But rookie Melvin McLeod already with a couple grabs in this game. And he, of course, is the rookie out of Texas A&M that we just drafted. I thought that he would be hidden development. He was not. But he's playing good so far. A couple grabs. And that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Up 17-10. Looking to push that lead even higher. So we're going to try draw play again to Khalid Kramer. Can he get his first NFL touchdown? He does. His first NFL career touchdown. Khalid Kramer, former teammate of Don Fitzpatrick. They both went to Miami. We called a draw play there, and I'll tell you what, 68, 69 rated overall, whatever he is. I like the way that he's running in this game. I have to be honest with you. And Armadillo's continuing to put the pressure on these New York Jets. We're guessing pass all the way. That is exactly what's happening here. And Wilson coming out now with 4 wide receivers. He is looking, he is surveying, and he has his man wide open in the middle of the field. That is Corey Davis, the longtime New York Jet captain on this team. And he just made a big conversion there. And we couldn't break it up. It's Corey Davis again. Receivers. Why are receivers mossing us so much in this game? I don't know. They're going up for one-on-one situations. They're making aggressive catches, and we just really can't seem to, other than a couple times, deflect any passes. So now Jets with the quick drive here. So Zach Wilson starting to put things together, and this time we're getting him out of the pocket. Oh, please pick that. Please pick that. That is a pick. Yes, Greedy Williams called his name so many times, so many close ones. We had Zach Wilson out of the pocket, flustered. He threw up a wounded duck, and Greedy Williams, yes, you beat your chest because you're a memory card. You just saved this game for us. And there's somebody frozen solid in the middle of the field. So now we will come out empty. Got to watch early and initial pressure, but there's John Mechie again. John Mechie says, hey, oh, and he fumbled it. Oh my God, I was just about to sing John Mechie's praises, and he fumbled it, squandering a chance to push this lead even further up before halftime. What are you doing, John? New York actually will attempt a long field goal here as they were able to get it past midfield and onto our 39-yard line. So we'll see what they got. And that is going to be a doinker off the crossbar. So Austin Armadillos go into the locker room up 2 scores. You got to love it, man. Oh man, this is the first game of the season too, so there's no fatigue. Everybody is well rested. There's no fatigue glitch going on here. This is just our team finally coming into their own, and there's been a couple blemishes, yes, a couple, rocky roads, so to speak, going into this game, but all in all, I think that we have played great, and we are going to keep the same focuses. Throw it deep for Damon Sanders and defend the short pass. Make Zach Wilson be the one to beat us. I haven't seen too much of Breece Hall except for that one huge gain. So maybe this will be a give as Wilson coming out in the single back. And it will be a give. But this time we do shut it down as Alan Schmidt, the now 2-year man out of Arizona State, is there to blow that thing up for no gain. We'll stay in our base 4-3 as they come out in the weak formation. Got to figure could be another give to Breece Hall here, which it will. And I don't know how Marcus Davenport wasn't able to get him wrapped up, but luckily Austin Larkin, God, we haven't called that name at all. He's playing due to injury to our starters, is able to bring him down. So now 3rd and 8, big pivotal down for the Jets, and they have a wide open receiver, Garrett Wilson. Nobody was guarding him. Now 2nd and 5 here. Let's go ahead and send a little bit of pressure, or at least front that we're doing so. But there is Tyler Conklin. Good read by Zach Wilson as he throws it into the flat, and Tyler Conklin picks up exactly what he needed. A little bit more, actually, and old Tons of Fun there is clapping it up because his team is moving. Now Wilson coming out single back, so we are going to have heavy eyes on Breece Hall. Of course, we don't want any more 70-something yard gains, and there is a defender there able to wrap him up. That is Grant Delpit, the new acquisition to this Austin Armadillos team. Remember, we have Grant Delpit, we have Greedy Williams, we have John Johnson III. We basically have the Cleveland Browns roster on defense, and there's Akeem Davis-Gaither, the former Bengal, able to stop Breece Hall short of the sticks. So we're going to come out 46 defense. Yes, selling to stop the run, I know, but you just have to figure it's going to be, and it's going to be, but we still can't stop it. Davis-Gaither finally brings him down, but not before Breece Hall gashes us for a 1st down conversion, and now he is at 91 yards rushing. Gonna send our dime package out here because we got him in another 3rd and 8 and really want to get them off of the field here if at all possible, and we're gonna do our best to do that. Oh my God, we had what looked to be an easy pick with Keegan McGriff. And it was just it was a well-placed ball by Zach Wilson. I thought I had it with Keegan McGriff. I switched on to him, and he didn't really jump. He kind of just threw his arms up there. We're sending pressure. Zach Wilson coming out in single back. Probably going to be a give to Breece Hall. No, it's not. Can we get to the QB? We almost do, and somehow Tyler Conklin catches that. We sent the house. We sent everything besides the kitchen sink there at Zach Wilson, and somehow he had just enough time. So now he is going back to shotgun and looking to find the end zone, put his Jets up, and he is going to have Elijah Moore wide open, and Jets draw a little bit nearer. Got to be careful. We don't want the Jets to get any momentum. They're playing good. If we could score on this drive and push this thing back to a 2-score lead, I will feel very confident about this game. Let's not do anything dumb here. We're coming out empty. Got to watch for the quick pressure. There's John Mechie. You already fumbled once. Don't fumble again, please, or you will be cut from this team. Tubby there doesn't like it, but I love it. John Mechie, OG on this team. He knows how to get this job done. Coming out shotgun here from the 39. Might have a quick slant to McCole Hardman, which that's a bad pass. Oh, I am so lucky that wasn't picked off. We got tunnel vision on that one. Should not have thrown that ball at all. There's no reason why we should have, but we did, and very, very lucky that wasn't picked. So now 2nd and 10 here. Got to play smart. Got to play smart, please. McCole Hardman open on the drag. Yes, getting very close. Actually, okay, I was going to say he fought forward and actually got very close to the 1st down marker, but now 3rd and inches. So you guys know it is dom time. Let's send McCole Hardman out. Let's go ahead and double team this kind sir right here on our left side. And Dom, just go pick this up, brother. I know you can do it. Yes, you can. Dom Fitzpatrick picks up the 1st down. Let's do Joyner on a block and release. We also got Ellerby on a stick, and let's do Dom Fitzpatrick on a wheel. Coming out of pistol formation here. Someone's going to get open. It's Bruce. It's Bruce. Yes, it is Bruce. Bruce Joyner fighting through tackles. He is very close, if not over 100 yards by now. Got to figure he's at 101. I just saw it. Bruce Joyner, 5 receptions, 101 yards. He is still our #1 option. Don't you forget it. But that's going to be your 3rd quarter. So heading into the 4th quarter, up by a touchdown, very close to scoring again. I like the position that we're in. Both teams virtually even in yards as well. So it's not like this has been just, at first it was an explosion, yes, by the Armadillos, but the Jets answered. They're still playing good, and now we got to go ahead and score. So we're going to try screen again. Last time this ended in a sack. Not going to let that happen this time, as our rookie Khalid Kramer is out there. He's playing good in his NFL debut, I would say. Trusting our rookie to pick this up, and with that hole that we see in the middle of the field, I don't see how he couldn't.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
But he's not going to be able to if defenders shed their blocks instantly. And now, you know, as much as I would like to go for this, CJ Mosley stopped us 1 yard short of the sticks. We had a Stanley Yelnats hole there in the middle of the field, and somehow the Jets converged. We just got to kick a field goal now. We got to kick a field goal with Tyler Bass. I'm going to be quiet. Got to drill this thing. It's going to go through. So that extends this to a 2-score game. So 27-17 is your score. I really thought we could have picked that up. I don't know. You know, Matt, I guess I pressed turbo in the backfield. You can't do that. Make sure you check the instruction manuals, because if you press turbo in the backfield, defenders will shed their blocks. They don't tell you that, but that will happen. Okay, Dillo's defense, we need you to step up right about now. Another pick would be grand, or a tackle in the backfield by Akeem Davis-Gaither would also be good too. Only holding Breece Hall to a gain of 1. I will take that. And we just got to find a way. Our defense needs a turnover, a 3-and-out, a punt, something. We got to find a way to get these Jets off the field, and that's not going to happen if we keep calling Elijah Moore's name. We'll come out base 4-3 here, but I'm not convinced this is going to be a run. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a pass. So we're going to be cognizant of that, which it is. And they have Brandon Ayuk there wide open in the middle of the field. And now this is, you know, obvious passing situation. So let's guess the pass. Yes, of course we're going to do that. Try to take away some of Zach Wilson's options. And Elijah Moore does catch it, but he is out of bounds. But the Jets are going to go for it. And you know what? I agree with this call. I'm not convinced that it's going to be a run. Maybe it will be. So we'll show blitz just in case. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a play fake and it's not. And it's Breece Hall somehow getting it, and Garrett Wilson injured again. Good thing though, even if the Jets score, I mean, we're up by 10. So we're up by 2 scores. So even if the Jets score, big hit there by Marcus Davenport. Wow. Surprised that Breece Hall, who is now over 100 yards, hung on to that thing. Marcus Davenport just basically lowered the shoulder and planted Breece Hall into the turf. And now another 3rd down. So please, we have to just pull out all the stops. We got to find a way to get these Jets off of the field. Hold them to a field goal or something. I would feel so much more confident and know that's a great route there by who else? Elijah Moore. Can we get some pressure? This offensive line for the Jets is not good. So can we get some pressure? It's going to be a holding, I think, by the Jets. Yes, should be a holding. Corey Davis catches it, but that thing should be going back 10 yards, which it is. Thank you, rep. Old Breezy boy there looking a bit gassed in the backfield. You might not want to give it to him. He's huffing and puffing, doing everything besides blowing our freaking house down. But it is going to be a pass by Wilson. Can we pick that? No, but Denzel Perryman did have good coverage. And now the Jets are in a 3rd and 16. So selling out to stop the pass. Yes, of course. We know it's going to be a pass. They're in a long. Is it? What's Zach Wilson doing? It's an end around to Brandon Ayuk. What is going on? Robert Saleh, not the coach of the Jets anymore. I didn't see him there. It's old Tons of Fun there with the man titties. What is he calling? That is the worst call that I have seen. It's 3rd and 16. You're down by 10. You got to get into the end zone. Let's call an end around. All right. I mean, okay. I'm fine with that. So they're going to do a field goal, though, here to make it a 7-point game. And that still puts the pressure on us to score, because if we don't score and punt the ball back to them, they could potentially force overtime or take the lead. We need to get the Dom train going here. There is no doubt about it. So we're going to go single back wham, and Dom has some good blockers there, doing a little bit of dancing there, and he is now at 71 yards, so getting very close to that century mark. Getting close to the 2-minute warning. We'll give it back to Dom, and this time, no blockers, only able to pick up 2. So we'll let this thing tick down to the 2-minute warning. Okay, it's sweaty palms time here. 27-20 is your score. It's 3rd and 3. So, we really, to feel confident about winning this game, we really need to pick this thing up here. We can't mess around. We can't give Zach Wilson the ball back. I know that seems crazy to say, but he has been deadly in this game. And if we pick this up, pressure is on New York. And that's the rookie, Ronnie Ellerbe. Yes, he does move the chains. And now tons of fun, a.k.a. the New York Jets coach will call a timeout. And all we got to do now is just give it to the Dom train and let that locomotive roll. Dom getting the carry. Oh, and look at Dom go. Look at Dom go. Breaking tackles, getting very close to that century mark. We got to get him there, man. We got to get him there. Jets call their final timeout. But look at Dom, man, putting the team on his back. Just like he is Greg Jennings. Just like he is going against Darren Sharper, the best DB in one of the most hardest hitting safeties in the league. Dom Fitzpatrick putting the team on his back, and that time he didn't put the team on his back though. They want us to come out in QB kneel. We should come out in QB kneel, but guess what? We're not going to come out in QB kneel. We are going to see if we can get Dom Fitzpatrick to 100 yards. Might not be the best option. Watch him fumble or something, and the Jets pick it up and take it all the way back down for a scoop and score. I don't think that'll happen though. Dom Fitzpatrick. Oh, Dom go. Dom go. There it is. 100 yards, baby. Dom 104. GG New York Jets. Austin Armadillos going to take this victory at Central Texas Stadium. So new look Armadillos. I like the way they look. 27-20 victory against the New York Jets. No interceptions for Damon Sanders, only one fumble from John Mechie. We did have a pick ourselves. Our running back gets over 100 yards. Our quarterback played good. This team has the semblance of being a complete team. I know it's still early in the season, so don't want to talk too much about it now, but let's look at the stats, and the stats will tell us what happened. So Damon Sanders, only 5 incompletions, 80% completion, 264 yards. Yes, Zach Wilson did outpass us, but he had an interception and his completion was actually 1% higher. Both running backs go over 100 yards though. Dom Fitzpatrick 104, Breece Hall 111. Both running backs found the end zone, but how about our rookie Khalid Kramer, the 5'9", 213-pound back out of Miami, had his first career rushing touchdown. Receiving wise, it's Bruce Joyner. It's the Bruce Joyner show. Bruce Joyner 5 for 101, no touchdowns. Garrett Wilson had a good game. John Mechie had a good game, and McCole Hardman had our lone touchdown score. Offensively, we had Carl Lawson just had a great game. 3 TFLs. We had Marcus Davenport with 1, Keegan McGriff with 1, sacks, Marcus Davenport, and then Greedy Williams, the new acquisition to this Armadillos team, also had 1 himself. So I feel very good about that. Last 2 seasons, I know for a fact we lost our opening season game. John Mechie gets an upgrade, so we are going to go to playmaker. Yes, that is what he is. He is a playmaker, and that does put him into a 76 plus good route running, plus 3 to medium route, plus 1 to short, and plus 2 to catching. You gotta like that. All right, so quite the way to start this 2024 it is campaign. We do got an injury, so someone's gonna be gone for a while, and Kenyon Green out 3 weeks, and T. Higgins and Ronnie Stanley should come back. So that's a little unfortunate. Suffered an injury there for one of our offensive linemen, but hey, we put the pressure on the AFC South. We are starting this thing out 1-0. Answer the media question. What does Jonathan Coachman have to say? Many folks, including yourself, thought this team would perform better last season, but things did not come together. How do you avoid that this season? Or start by forgetting last season. This is a different team, and it's a team that knows we can't miss the playoffs again. That's right, baby. We are going to the playoffs. So, hey, that's great, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We played great. Next episode going to drop very, very soon, but that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.